Have you ever watched how your dog behaves after it ruins something or upsets you? Most people see that moment, laugh, maybe get a little annoyed, and move on. But there's something almost everyone misses here. Those looks, that posture, that silence. None of it is random. Your dog is apologizing to you. And it's doing it in a language shaped by millions of years. The problem is that most dog owners misread this language. And the more they misread it, the more they ignore their dog's deepest emotional messages. Let's begin. 1. That guilty look isn't actually guilt, but the truth behind it is even more powerful. Your dog may have chewed something, knocked something over, or gone somewhere it shouldn't have. Then you come home. And there it is, that look. Head lowered, eyes slightly raised, ears back. Your heart melts and you say, it feels guilty. But a 2009 study by Alexandra Horowitz, which made a big impact in the field of animal behavior, revealed something important. That look is not triggered by guilt, but by your dog sensing your anger or disappointment. In other words, your dog might not even remember what happened, but it feels your energy. Did your tone of voice change? Did your posture become tense? Your dog picks up on this within seconds and reacts. So does this mean it's not apologizing? No, in fact, it means something much deeper. If your dog can read your emotional state this sensitively, it means your bond is far stronger than you think. That look doesn't say, "What did I do?" It says, "I upset you, and that makes me uneasy." The difference may seem small, but it changes everything. 2. Coming close and making contact is your dog's oldest peace gesture. Have you ever noticed your dog slowly approaching you after a conflict or a scolding, gently placing its nose or head on your knee? Most people see this as a cute behavior, but it's actually a very intentional act rooted in your dog's evolutionary past. In wolf packs and dog groups, an individual that creates tension will approach a more dominant member afterward and make physical contact. This touch means, "I'm still here. Our bond isn't broken." It says, "I don't want to fight, and I don't want to be disconnected from you." That's exactly what your dog is doing. If it approaches you and seeks contact after you've spoken harshly, closed the door, or simply withheld attention, this is an apology gesture. And here's the important detail. When your dog does this, it usually avoids direct eye contact. It doesn't stare at you. Because in dog language, direct eye contact can be a challenge. If it blinks and leans its head against you, it's saying in the most gentle, vulnerable way, "Can we make peace?" 3. Showing its belly isn't always an invitation to play. When your dog shows its belly, your instinct is to bend down and rub it, right? Most of the time, that's fine. But context changes everything. If your dog suddenly lies down and exposes its belly right after a harsh tone or a conflict, it means something different. This is what animal behaviorists call an appeasement signal. In dog body language, showing the belly means being completely vulnerable. It's saying, "You've won. I'm not a threat. Please end the tension." Why is this distinction important? Because if your dog gives this signal and you continue speaking in a harsh tone, even without physically harming it, you are putting emotional pressure on it. Your dog has already shown you its most vulnerable gesture. At that point, softening your voice, crouching down, or giving it space means accepting the peace offering. And dogs never forget that. 4. Your dog is licking you, but it means more than you think. Your dog licking you is a sign of affection, right? Yes, sometimes. But in the context of an apology, this behavior has a much older origin. Puppy wolves and dogs lick the mouths of their mothers or older pack members when they approach them. This behavior comes from feeding rituals. Young animals would lick around the parent's mouth to request food. But over time, this act evolved into a universal gesture meaning, "I depend on you. I trust you. I don't want conflict with you." So when your dog comes and licks your face or hand after a moment of tension, it's not just saying, "I'm sorry." It's saying something deeper. "You are the one I trust. I want to protect our bond." And once you understand this difference, that simple licking moment transforms into something much more meaningful. 5. If a play invitation comes at an unexpected moment, the message is different. You probably recognize the movement called the play bow. Front legs down, rear up, tail wagging. A classic invitation to play. But this movement doesn't always mean let's play. If your dog does this in the middle of a conflict, or while you still seem angry, it's actually an active peace strategy or dog uses to break the tension. Animal behavior researcher Mark Bekoff has documented that dogs use play invitations not only for fun, but also to resolve social tension. So if your dog suddenly does a play bow right in front of you when you look the most upset, it's not trying to trick you or distract you. It's saying, come on, let's not end this like this. I want to be good with you. And the biggest mistake owners make here is rejecting or ignoring that moment. Your dog is extending its clearest peace offering. You don't have to accept it, but at least let it feel that you've seen it. 6. The truth that changes how you understand apologies. Dogs remember the relationship, not the moment. This is something most dog owners never think about. Your dog doesn't remember the slipper it chewed 3 hours ago. Science is clear about this. Dogs' episodic memory works very differently from humans, and their ability to recall specific past events in a chronological way is extremely limited. So coming home and shouting, "What did you just do?" is a completely meaningless experience for your dog. But what your dog does remember is this, the tone of your relationship. Does it feel safe with you, or anxious? When it comes near you, do good things usually happen, or does tension rise? This emotional memory works far more strongly than memory of events. And that's exactly why your dog's apology gestures are far more meaningful than you think. Because when your dog apologizes, it's not trying to make up for a past event. It's checking whether your relationship has been damaged. Am I still safe? Do you still love me? And when you make it feel those things, when you soften your voice, lower yourself to its level, and make your touch gentler, your dog doesn't take it as a reward, but as an answer. Yes, we're still okay. Your dog is telling you something every single day. Most of the time quietly, sometimes with a look, sometimes just by coming close to you. And now you know, none of those gestures are random. They're all spoken in the language of a bond shaped over millions of years. All you have to do is learn how to listen. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.